Hello, Taurus. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. I think you say that Dunn. Again, I think I had a teacher with the name spelled that way, and I think that's how she said it. The supportive oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. There you go. I'm pulling one from the bottom. I don't know why. Well, the environment is all from the bottom, so that's interesting. Let's see where that goes. Okay, so Taurus. I think this is going to be really good. Going through this whole situation, you got boundaries and the masculine. To get to a good outcome, I feel like what they're saying is keep adjusting your boundaries within your own... How do I put this? I feel like you need to keep adjusting your boundaries, but it's got to be something that you're able to do and don't feel for. You have to decide how much you're willing to move your boundaries. Keep auditing your boundaries and how far you're willing to move them, left or right or up or down or whatever you got to do. If you keep thinking about what am I willing to allow, what am I not willing to allow, can I move this way a little bit, can I adjust this way a little bit, I feel like you have to keep adjusting, but just slightly. If you just keep slightly adjusting as you keep going forward, you're going to really do extremely well. But it's just kind of don't let somebody else tell you what you need to adjust. You decide what you need to adjust, and you keep moving just slightly, which within acceptable parameters for yourself. I feel like you're going to do really well. Another thing I feel like if you look at where you've been and where you want to go, I feel like that's the whole thing that's going to help you decide what you should and shouldn't adjust. This is the situation. This is where it's been. It's almost like looking back and the situation has been the same for 6 years, 6 months, whatever. It's been the same over and over and over and over again. So I know what to depend with it. Even though it's been the same for the last 6 months, 6 years, whatever, this is what I'd like it to be. I'd like it to be this, whatever that is for you. And alright, that seems like it's a big change. And I feel like you're looking at that to go from here to there, that's a big change. What can you slightly adjust to go closer to that would help you feel more like where you'd like it to be versus where it is? And just slightly change. And then just keep adjusting it. Once you get used to that new adjustment, what else could you do to slightly move a little closer to that? You know what I mean? And just all it takes is slight little adjustments the whole way. You will get that success, because I feel like you're very good at keeping on point and kind of going, all right, let me keep looking at this. All right, another month has passed. I changed it a little bit. It seemed like that went well. All right, I can change a little more. I'll slightly move it this way. And you let another month pass. Okay, I think I'm comfortable with that. That went well. I'll slightly move it a little more. You just inch it. I feel like you will have success. You are very good at staying determined, seeing your long-term goal. As long as you set up these, for example, monthly patterns, I feel like once you set the pattern up, you'll stick with it. You'll be fine. I'm going to switch all these. Whatever you're dealing with, whoever you're dealing with, whatever the situation may be, I do feel like in the beginning it's easy to get things to change. Whether it's an energy that's similar to yours, the slow change is acceptable, or an energy that is completely different to yours and they like quick change and they want it now. I feel like in the beginning it's going to be fairly easy for you to start this process. Only after I ironically feel like once you've gotten it in place, you got your tempo down, this is what I like, I think I'm going to keep auditing it, I think I'm going to keep changing it slightly. It seems like that's when the power in the environment comes in with the King of Swords. Be aware of this. This could be... it's you don't want to be like secretive, but like be aware that you might really inspire somebody, which is not bad. But the full moon, like I always say this to people, like the full moon, like if it's the full moon in Virgo, well, if the sun is in Virgo, the full moon is in Pisces. Those are opposites. If the full moon is in, or if the sun is in Libra, the full moon is in Aries, which means those are opposites. Like there's always opposite energy. There's always conflicting energy here, is what I'm trying to say. So just be aware when the talks start happening and somebody starts realizing where you're trying to get the situation to go. They might get really excited and want to like run forward. They might want to like make a quicker change and make it go faster. You like slow and steady. You like to realign stuff. You like to make things very stable. You want change to happen that's going to not only be positive, but that's going to be stable and not go anywhere. Like once you have it, you're going to keep it. Just be aware that this might get excited. This person or people might get very, very excited. As long as you're aware of it, and you're like, well, we're going to keep adjusting, we're going to keep moving slowly, I think you'll be fine. As long as you're aware of how excited this energy could get. Because you want to keep an eye on it, and you want to like reinforce, like, we're moving slowly, we're advancing slowly, we're changing slowly, everything's going to go slowly, and we're going to be good. Slowly under your definition. Okay. The environment, I'm getting gratitude and faith. As it keeps going forward, I feel like as long as it stays dependable, like I feel like dependable, like you're moving up, like I don't know how, like you're moving a half an inch every so often, half an inch. Like, as long as they see the tempo and it's going to keep going there, I feel like they're going to be fine. Just make sure you hold control. I feel like that's very important here. Am I wrong? I feel like you need to hold control. I do feel like you're going to get support with this. I'm getting the Star card with this as well. You're going to get some support. You're definitely going to get support with this. So it goes well. It's going to seem to go well for a good while. Just be aware, the momentum behind this on the other side is going to build. And they're going to really want this to go faster. They're going to try to force it to go faster at some point. That's why you want to stay aware of it. Because at some point they're going to get excited and they're going to want to run ahead. They're going to push it forward faster, faster, faster. We want to go faster. I want to go faster. Let's get it done. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's not your tempo. It's not going to work for you. There's going to be a bit of stress, but the Ten of Wands, I usually say, and in this situation, I do feel this card is promoting that. Success through stress. Like it's going to be a bit stressful, but the success is there. You just got to keep it under your control as much as you can. That same energy, when they can't push it forward as fast as they want to, they're going to feel like it's just kind of, they're going to get a little bit despondent or a little bit discouraged with the whole situation. They're going to have an issue with it. They're going to want to move forward faster. You're not going to want to. You're not going to is what I'm also getting. But I feel like just keep it at your pace. Just keep it going. Just keep it on point with what you want. You'll be fine. As long as you're aware of it, I feel like you can handle it. The Five of Swords is kind of like, it's going to be a moment between you and this person where it's just kind of feel like, I've gone this far, but they're kind of like messing it up on me. Was it even worth it? Just keep going. Just keep going. You're very dependable. Just hold on to your dependability. Keep your momentum the same. Keep it moving. Keep it going. Don't let them plateau this. That seems to be the only danger I feel here. Because if you're going this far like this, they could create a plateau moment. Don't do that. Because a plateau moment could then lead to a downward, and you don't want that. You especially don't want that. Keep your momentum going upward. Keep on your pace. Don't be pushed off your pace. As long as you keep on your pace and you keep it going, even if they stop believing in you for a moment and they get a little bit despondent, I'm getting as long as you keep on your pace, you get the Ten of Pentacles, that's assured success. That's stability, that's getting exactly what you want. That long-term goal, like I want to get here, this is where we are, but this is where I want to be. You can't see that. You will hit that moment. You will get there, and because that's where you want to plateau at your goal, right? I'm assuming. The Abundance card is here with it. We've already said it, but it's just reinforcing the same thing. You will get what you want. I feel like the whole thing with this reading is just like this moment where they just seem to lose all faith in you or whatever. They seem to become a problem. don't let that plateau this. Just don't let, because it's like you're getting up here and you get to a good level and then it's just kind of like, oh, well, I guess that's as far as we're going. No, go all the way to your goal. You can make it all the way to your goal. Don't let this lack of, I don't know, lack of response, lack of something, lack of belief, don't let that hold you down. Because I feel like somebody else is getting very frustrated. They want it to go to the end goal. They want it to get there. And I feel like when you won't do it their way, they just kind of cut out on you for a moment. They might cut out on you for a moment, or just kind of like ignore you for a little while, or just stop supporting you for a little while. Don't let that daunt you. Just keep going. You will make it. Anything else with that? I think we're good. Ironically, I think yours was the shortest I've done in this series so far. So I guess the message came right out. So that's cool. All right, good. All right, so thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.